In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. Dear students, hope you're all fine. Today I'm sharing another video lecture with you. This is lecture number 17, and the topic of this lecture is paragraph and principles of paragraph writing. In this lecture, I will try to cover definition of paragraph. I will teach you about principles of paragraph structure, and I will also teach you about characteristics of a fully developed paragraph. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to know about the structure of paragraph, and you will also be able to know about characteristics of a fully developed paragraphs. First of all, I will talk about what is paragraph. A paragraph is a group of sentences with unity of purpose. It moves around one central idea. The central idea is usually stated in a topic sentence. All the other sentences in the paragraph contribute to the central idea. It means that they develop the central idea and make it strong. Now I will talk about principles of paragraph structure. Rules similar to those that apply to the structure of sentences apply to the structure of paragraphs. We shall have to consider in connection with the paragraph much the same principles as those we have already discussed in connection with the sentence, namely length of the paragraph, the unity of the paragraph, the topic sentence, coherence of the paragraph, and emphasis. So now I will discuss all these principles one by one. So the first is length of paragraphs. No definite rule can be laid down about the length of paragraphs. Whether a paragraph will be long or short depends on the nature of the topic and what the writer wants to say about it. A paragraph may consist of one sentence only or of 20 or 30 sentences according to the requirements. The modern practice is to make the paragraph short but not too short, and it is advised that students should follow this practice. The distinctive merit of short paragraph is its clarity. There is no room for irrelevance and digression, and its meaning can be quickly grasped. On the other hand, if very short paragraphs are used, they produce a jerky and disconnected effect. Very long paragraphs, however, make heavy readings and put strain on the reader, so it is best to make paragraphs of moderate but varied length. The point is that they must not be arbitrarily made. The beginning of each paragraph should be a further step in the progress of the main theme. So this thing is important that whenever you decide about the length of the paragraph, you need to be careful that it shouldn't be too long, it shouldn't be too short, it should be moderate, and it should be well explained. The second principle of paragraph structure is unity of the paragraph. Words make up a sentence, sentences make up a paragraph. A sentence cannot be called a good sentence if it does not contain one main thought. So also a paragraph cannot be called a good paragraph unless it has so constructed as to deal with one main topic or theme. This is what is meant by the unity of the paragraph. Every sentence in the paragraph must be closely connected with the one topic of the paragraph. All the sentences moved around the main idea. They must be relevant to it. They should not digress or deviate from the main idea. So this thing is important that whenever you write a paragraph, your paragraph should revolve around one main idea, and this is the most important thing for writing a paragraph. The third important principle is the topical sentence. The topic, theme, or subject of a paragraph is generally distinctly expressed in one sentence of the paragraph. The sentence is called the topic or topical sentence because it contains the topic. The most important sentences of a paragraph are the first and the last, as the most emphatic positions in a sentence are the beginning and the end. Therefore, generally, the first sentence of a paragraph is topical sentence, but sometimes it is the last. There are paragraphs, however, which have no topical sentence. In such cases, the topic must be gathered from the general drift of paragraph. In the first sentence sets forth the topic, the last sentence forms fitting close. That is to say, the first sentence arouses the interest, whereas the last sentence satisfies it. Sometimes the topic sentence comes at the end of the sentence. the preceding sentences arouse the suspense of the reader. A topic sentence may also be found in the middle of the paragraph. Sometimes the central idea or theme of the paragraph is implied or suggested. So, topic sentence is the heart and soul of the paragraph, and the whole paragraph revolves around the topic sentence. You may find it in the first sentence, you may find it in the middle, or you may find it at the end. Another important principle of paragraph writing is coherence of the paragraph. Paragraph must be coherent. The thought in a paragraph to be coherent should be connected and developed in a logical order. That is to say, the paragraph should be so constructed that one sentence leads so naturally to the next. The mutual relation of all the sentences in the paragraph should be clearly seen. If the sentences which should naturally come together are separated, the result is incoherence and shows confusion of thought. The order of sentences will vary according to the topic discussed. It may be the order of time in relation of events or the order of cause and effect. So when you violate the principle of coherence, there may be violation of time. The sequence of time must be ordered. The writer should mention time in ascending or descending order. He may start writing from 2001 to 2020 and from 2020 to 2001. Order of time must be observed. There must be some sequence, like for example whether write in ascending order or whether write in descending order. If you write like this, that 2020, 2001, then 2005, so it will destroy the coherence of the paragraph. The second is that must state cause and effect. He should first mention the cause and then its result. And third is that he should not yoke together similar things a lot with dissimilar things. So this is how what a writer can do, that he can bring coherence in the paragraph. The fifth important principle of paragraph writing is emphasis. The proper distribution of emphasis on which balance of a paragraph depends is closely connected with the logical development of thought. What is still more important is that the space devoted to each sentence should be in proportion to the importance of idea it expresses. Care should also be taken to emphasize the main idea. You should place it either at the beginning or at the end of the paragraph, preferably the beginning, as in the beginning it occupies a prominent position and readily is developed throughout the remainder of the paragraph. But sometimes, where a series of sentences designed to lead up gradually to climax, a more telling effect is gained by placing it at the end. Now the question is this, that how to bring emphasis. Emphasis can be secured in the following ways: by summarizing at the end the point of the paragraph, by confirming the statement made in the topical sentence, by making several consecutive sentences or illustrate the theme, by leading up to a climax. So these are different important principles of paragraph writing. So whenever you write a paragraph, you need to apply all these principles in order to write a well-knitted paragraph. Now I will talk about characteristics of a fully developed paragraph. A fully developed paragraph has three main correct qualities. It has unity, it has coherence, it moves around a central idea. A fully developed paragraph makes a satisfactory and smooth reading. It does not leave any question to the reader's mind. It is fully understood by the reader. It satisfies the mind of the reader. There are three ways to ensure that your paragraphs are fully developed. The first is supporting details of our developed paragraph. A fully developed paragraph has relevant details which lead to the central idea. The reader should know how you rechecked the conclusion of your paragraph. He should know what type of reasoning you have made in your paragraph. Your paragraph must answer the 5 W's. Does your paragraph answer the question of why, where, why, when, and how? The answer of 5 W's will make the details of paragraph quite relevant to the central idea. The second is right kind of details. You should give to your reader right kind of details. It is not necessary that you may have enough detail, but you must give right kind of detail. The facts and figures you quote in your paragraph must be correct and truthful. The kind of detail will also depend on the kind of topic you are going to write about. In the personal essay, you are required to write about your personal experiences. A paragraph on history demands that you should write the historical events faithfully and truthfully. An argumentative paragraph deals with logic and reason. You must put forth your arguments in a logical order. The third one is Selection of right pattern of development. We can develop a paragraph keeping in view the pattern of our writing. We should try to know that why we are writing. If we are writing a story, we should adopt the narrative pattern. If we are supposed to write a thesis, our pattern of writing must be argumentative and analytical. In the same way, if we are going to write about story, our pattern must deal with the facts based on history. So these are different characteristics of a fully developed paragraph. So whenever you write a paragraph, you need to be watchful about it. Dear students, so this presentation was about paragraph, principles of paragraph writing and characteristics of paragraph. I hope that you have got the concept.